Hey guys, I just wanted to show you just for a minute here some of the steps on this Santa, and he's coming along really great. I'm really happy with him. Look at this guy. It's a nice little happy face. I made him very similar to this finished one. Let me show you. You can see how they look related. They'll look similar, like brothers. It's kind of fun to have a doll that's already finished right next to you, so you can make it similar if you want to. So that was fun to do. So we got the main sculpting done on his face, and now what we want to do is just work on the top of the head, especially right now. So what I want to do here is just take a ball of clay that I've then just flattened out a bit like this. And we're just basically adding the top of his head now at this point. So I've baked his head, so I have a nice hard surface to add this onto. I just don't want to pull it too far forward, so it's going to be showing so much over here. I like to kind of keep it back a little bit. But his head wasn't rounded enough on the top there like it needs to be. Just going to tear this part off. So you just kind of take that little head cap and add it to the top there. When you're sculpting, it can be tricky to keep the head round. We do a method where we bake the part of the armature first, so you've got a nice hard surface to work with. But even then, you usually need to add a top piece to get that correct shape, because when you're actually sculpting, it can be really tricky to get that shape to show up in the sculpting process, because you're constantly like pushing back and down on the clay, so the top just kind of gets flattened. So most of us just acknowledge that that's just how it is, and we just go through and put the top of the head on afterwards. It's not too hard, it just takes a little bit of work to get it all pressed on the way it needs to be. The back of his head turned out pretty good. It got baked a little bit hot because I was using the top of my oven, and I've got like one of those pizza oven top things, and I think it was just a little bit close to the top of the oven. So now when I bake this guy, I put a little sheet of cloth over him that's safe to be in the oven. Just because I'm using that top oven though. Most people don't have to worry about that. My bottom oven is having an issue of not getting hot enough, so I don't know what the deal is. It's like I feel like I need Goldilocks or something. Too hot, too cold. I need just right. So this is pretty much how you add on that top piece of clay. You're just kind of pressing and pressing. And then for the back of it, you want to get it to round out as well. I'm going to work on this side a little bit first, then I'll show you what we do to the back. So it'll just be a short little video today because I've got a lot to do with the packages and the workshop videos to get up. I got a lot of them filmed today, but I need to get them all edited and then uploaded. But it's been fun. We've been doing the fairy and the Santa. And the fairy is getting close to finish, and the Santa, we're just kind of getting started on it. We only have the head done so far, and only this far in the process. So, but it's a nice, more leisurely doll to do because you've got the pieces all separate, so you can focus. Where the fairy is a little bit trickier because she's a whole bunch of clay all at once. She's definitely a more advanced type of workshop. Okay, see how that's coming in nice? Then you can actually just take your palm of your hand and just rub it like you're rubbing a billiard ball. Just let it turn in that nice round shape. Just all over like that, and see, it just kind of rounds it up nicely. You push in kind of hard, so you actually are getting a little bit of friction going. Because if you soften the clay a little bit like that, it's going to make it easier for it to blend in. So we got all nice and round now. So then I'm just going to go up here and smooth these pieces in. And then my next step in the class is we're going to start working on the ears and the neck, so we can get him all ready to go. So you see that way I have the clay mostly staying back behind the hairline. Typically it's going to blend in pretty well, but sometimes you'll see a little bit of discoloration, so I try to keep it back where the hair would be anyway, you know, just so if there's any issue, you're in a safe zone. But I just kind of keep pulling it over so it's nice and round, and that's more how it looks. One of the tricks to see if the back of the head is rounded as it should be is just take your hand and go like that, and it ends up matching that shape. Jack showed me that one time. I thought that was a cool trick. So that's how you know the back of the head is rounded like it needs to be. This one could probably be pulled down just a little bit more. But as we add the neck, we're going to be, you know, pushing that up into that part of the head, so it won't. We'll get it taken care of then too if there needs to be any more adjustments. That's how Santa looks. And I thought I would also give you a look at how the fairy's coming along. So here she is. I have her sitting on this little disc holder because it's easier to pick her up like that. And we had to pull off her legs, her feet earlier because we just had some fake feet in place to kind of get us in the right size of things and that the positions are all correct and stuff. But so that's how she's coming along. She's almost to her main baking state where the rest of the body will all be baked, and then we will just have the hands and the feet as far as sculpting goes to contend with. And so I always love it to get to that part because I've done so many hands and feet by this point, but that's the easy part for me. And so once you can get that past that first sculpting state where the whole doll is now baked, that'll be really fun to do. So anyway, that's how that one's coming along too. And my phone has been dying quickly when I do these, so I'm thinking I better just keep it short and just give you a quick peek. But you are welcome to come visit us. I'm going to have another video up for you today teaching you how to paint the face. It'll be a different Santa face that I have. Let's see where he's at. This Santa guy. I'll show you how I painted him and get that video up for you later today too. So keep watching. Thanks for joining us today, and hope you have a great day.